Hi guys, I'm back today. Today we're doing the herbal series number 4, I believe. And we're going to start with peppermint. I use my book for reference because I don't want to give you misinformation. I can tell you what I use it for, but it's not necessarily what the book says you should use it for. I use peppermint for money. I use peppermint for stimulation to kind of get things going depending on what I'm working on. Let's see what it says here. Healing. Yes, I use it for healing. Purification. If you rub them on your head, the peppermint leaves, it's supposed to cure a headache. Water on the wrist, it assures you not to be ill. Raises the vibration of an area. I use peppermint for that a lot as a offering to my ancestor altar, my deity altar, to raise the vibration of that altar, especially if I'm going to be doing a ritual. So I do use it for that. I also use yellow dock for that because it brings potency to the herb you're already using, which again is peppermint. Calls good spirits on the altar to aid you in magic. Smelled, it compels one towards sleep. Put beneath the pillow, it offers a glimpse of the future in dreams. Rubbed against furniture and walls and floorboards to cleanse them of evil and negativity. I use it a lot for love. Love is another thing it's used for. Travel spells. I actually put peppermint or peppermint oil in my flying oil or ointment. Money and prosperity, which I use it mostly for. Yes, if you put it in your purse, it brings prosperity to you. Pennyroyal can substitute as peppermint. They're both in the mint family. Mints that one finds in the wild can be an external magical application in place of common mints. There you go. That is peppermint. Like I said, I use it a lot for money. Probably more for money than anything else. Honestly. The next one we're going to talk about is garlic. Again, I use garlic for money. Put it in the wallet, it draws it to you. Eaten on festival days to Hecate and left at the crossroads as a sacrifice in her name, which is a good thing and good to use for. I make a lot of sacrifices at the crossroads. I'm very lucky. I live at a three-way crossroad, so I get to do that often. Once said to ward against the plague. Still used to absorb diseases. When someone is sick, if you take garlic and rub it on their feet, I believe this one even says that. Oh, just the affected part of the body. And then throw it into running water. It'll absorb and dispel the illness. Peel clove of garlic onto the afflicted body part, and then throw it underwater. An old spell utilized garlic in protecting against hepatitis. To do this, simply wear 13 cloves of garlic at the end of a cord around the neck, and in 13 days, on the last day in the middle of the night, walk to a corner of an intersection of 2 streets, remove it, and throw it behind you and run home without looking back. Extremely protective, great in all protective spells, all banishing spells, and all binding spells as well. Great for new homes, extremely protective. Guards against foul weather. Powdered garlic on the floor will ward away spirits, run them off. Beneath a child's pillow to protect them while they sleep, and brides carrying a clove in their pocket for good luck and to keep evil far from her big day. Rubbed onto pots and pans before cooking in them, garlic removes negative vibrations which might otherwise contaminate food. When eaten, garlic acts as a lust inducer, and when a magnet or lodestone is rubbed with garlic, it loses its magical powers. Be careful of that. I use garlic again for money. I use it for healing as well because it wards off sickness. And I use it for banishing, binding, protection, that type of thing. So now we'll move on to feverfew. Feverfew is to be carried to protection against cold and fevers as well as accidents. That's what I mainly use feverfew for, is accidents. There's not a lot on feverfew in here, but it works great against any kind of accident or thing going wrong, say in your car. If you're accident prone, you can carry it with you, that type of thing. A mojo bag works very well, and so on. Next is fenugreek, to bring money into the household. A few fenugreek seeds can be added to mop water or a small amount in an infusion. Also a half-filled jar with fenugreek, and leave it open to the house to attract money. Another one you can put in your wallet. Add a few seeds every couple of days until the jar is full, and then empty it out and begin again. Return that spent herb to the ground. Be sure when you dump it out, you dump it in the earth, on the earth. Fennel is next. Fennel is good against protection, healing, purification. In ritual uses, it's often made of one giant fennel stalk and pine cones attached to the ends. In a Dionysian ceremony. I don't use it necessarily in ritual. Grown in the home and around the home, it confers protection. Wearing of a piece of fennel on the left shoe will prevent wood ticks from biting your legs. Fennel is also hung up at the windows and doors to ward off evil spirits, and the seeds can be carried for the same reason. Fennel is used in purification sachets as well as healing mixtures, which is what I use fennel for. Healing, protection, fennel is a great herb when it comes to that. So that's what I use it mostly for, is healing and protection. Next is cayenne. Now, there's not a necessarily straight cayenne thing in Scott Cunningham's book. But he does talk about chili peppers, which basically cayenne is just ground chili peppers. You can cross them and tie them with a red or pink ribbon and place beneath his or her pillow or your own pillow and help keep fidelity in your marriage. If you've been cursed, scatter red pepper around your house to break the spell. Red pepper is also used in love powders to inflame the passions or to ensure that the love you find will be spicy. It's also used in cursing, left-handed magic. It's used for binding to return the heat to them that they passed on to others, so return to sender. It's great for protection, burning out all negativity and evil, and so on. So it's great, again, for money to carry in your wallet. Pulls and draws to you. So those are our herbs for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back next Tuesday with more. I love you guys. You're divine, sacred beings of light and love. Don't ever forget it. Talk to you soon. Bye.